Hello, welcome to Fit Tat. You're with Healthy Living with Sharan. I'm Dr. Nandita Shah, and today I want to talk to you about chemicals in our lives. You know, we don't often think about it, but do you know that we are surrounded by chemicals and we're putting chemicals in our body and on our body all the time, and every single thing that we put on our body has to be broken down by the liver and excreted by the kidneys. And it's true also for chemicals. And our body is not designed to handle chemicals. So how can we reduce chemicals in all forms, right? So where are the chemicals coming from? Number one, foods. The non-organic foods are being sprayed with pesticides so that animals don't eat them. And animals are smart enough. But because we don't see the pesticides being sprayed, when they come to the market, we happily buy them and eat them. This isn't great. Also, all the packaged foods or almost all packaged foods are full of chemicals. And so we should avoid eating packaged foods and eat fresh as much as possible. Of course, we may have to eat some foods that are packaged, but these should be single ingredient foods. That means you get a pack of beans, or you get a pack of dried berries, or just single ingredients. They shouldn't be processed food. When we eat out, usually restaurants also add a little bit of chemicals to the food to make it more exciting for us. Like MSG. It's put almost everywhere. It's a flavoring agent to make foods a little more addictive, and that's why we so much love to eat outside. So we should think about this and avoid this as much as possible, or perhaps eat in restaurants that are truly catering to health rather than commercialism, right? And then there are medicines. When we pop pills, we are popping in chemicals too, right? And even supplements. Not all supplements are good for us. And if you're on a healthy diet, the only supplements you'd need in a modern artificial lifestyle are vitamins B12 and D, which should be checked and supplemented always for everyone. Okay, so we talked about all the chemicals that we're putting in our mouth. One of them that I missed is toothpaste and mouthwash. These two are chemicals, right? And so we should look for toothpaste that we can make ourselves. The internet is full of do-it-yourself toothpaste. Or we should use, medicinal toothpaste. Some toothpaste which doesn't have too many chemicals, right? Because whatever we're putting in our mouth can go inside too. And then there are the personal care products. Remember, everything that we put on our skin is absorbed. When we put on hair dyes and perfumes and lotions and potions and deodorants and talcum powder and cosmetics and shaving creams and all the different things that we put on our body, our skin has to deal with it. Our body has to deal with it. It's absorbed, it's broken down by the liver, it's excreted, and it's work for the body. So let's think about how we can minimize all these things. Many of them are not required, and many of them have simple replacements. Like, for example, instead of lotion, you could just use an edible oil, like coconut oil or almond oil or any oil, So we don't really need to go for, if you look at that lotion bottle, you'll see a whole series of chemicals, right? Okay, so these are all the personal care products, but there are the home care products. We are breathing in all kinds of chemicals through agarbattis and air fresheners and mosquito repellents that we plug in, and pest control. And then there are, the detergents, the window cleaners, the bathroom cleaners, the toilet cleaners. All of these are touching our hands or we are breathing them in. And then there are the fabric softeners, right? So many things that we are exposing ourselves to every single day. And nowadays, there are amazing products that are chemical free or minimizing chemicals. And you can also clean really well with vinegar and warm water or baking soda. These things are amazing and not so harmful. And then there are the environmental pollutants. And for that we can do less. But here's what we can do. We can stop contributing to it by throwing out things like plastic, buying things in plastic bags or taking a new carry bag every time. We can minimize. And nowadays, there are shops that are plastic free too. Even shops for foods and grains that are plastic free. And we can help the environment by going to these shops as well, right? Okay, so let's reduce the chemicals in our lives and get healthier for it as soon as possible. I'm Dr. Nandita Shah and I wish you the very best in health always.